Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Victoria. This is Radiant Moon Tarot. We're having a look at the full moon in Virgo today. This is occurring on the 24th of February of 2024. So we're going to talk about the main energies that are coming in with this full moon. And we're also going to pull some messages and cards for each individual zodiac sign. So if you're new to my channel, a very warm hello to you. Welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. As always, I'm very grateful for every single one of you. If you do enjoy your reading, please do take a moment and press that like button. It's the thumbs up sign there. Free for you. It only takes a split second, but it really does help the video get seen. It helps spread it out to the masses because by pressing that thumbs up button, you are recommending the video to other people. But feel free to say hello, especially if you're new. What's going on? Where are you watching from? It's always nice to hear from you guys. So let's get right into your reading. The full moon in Virgo, full moon, of course, occurs when the moon is in opposition to the sun. So we've got some very interesting opposing energy that is coming in here. Virgo, right? Virgo is the sign that is very down to earth, very practical, sometimes very firm in its energy. Virgo energy is ruled by Mercury, so matters of the mind, and it's really this energy of being very analytical. Maybe you're striving for perfection on something, but you're encouraged here in this full moon to act practically, rationally, get things done, and tie up any loose ends. So we can really take a down-to-earth approach at things with this full moon. But we also have the energy of Pisces. We are in Pisces season now, and Pisces is complete kind of opposite of Virgo, whereas Virgo is down to earth and practical, Pisces is not. Pisces is the 12th sign of the zodiac. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and Pisces is very dreamy in its energy. Highly spiritual energy coming in. Your intuition is going to be what guides you. This is an opportunity for you to really engage with your visions of the future, the visions of things that you want to create and turn them into reality, right? What practical steps do you need to take to make the changes in your life to turn your vision, your daydream, your night dreams into those realistic goals and expectations. So this can be where you may have some things coming to fruition for you at this full moon, but this can also be where you're clearing a path. So this Pisces energy is very spiritual, very dreamy in its energy. It is also the 12th house energy, right? And so in astrology, you got houses 1 through 12. Pisces is the 12th zodiac sign ruling the 12th house. And with this energy plus a full moon, there can be a really big completion that's coming in here for you. This might be something where you are just turning over a page, turning over a new leaf, and you're saying, nope, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to do something new. I'm going to do something different. This can be where you are cleansing and purging and healing from something in your life. This can also be where you're a little bit more willing to face your fears for a better tomorrow. So this can be a really powerful energy. This does bring an energy of healing, right? The Virgo energy is the physical, right? Healing physical energies, healing the body, eating better, exercising more. And Pisces is energetic healing, spiritual healing, emotional healing coming in here. So this can be a really wonderful time in this season, in this Pisces season, in this full moon energy, to really get things back on track for yourself. But some of you are experiencing in this energy right through Pisces season, you are experiencing a really big epiphany moment somewhere. You may be gaining clarity and insights on something, or you may feel a little bit more connected to the mysterious realms. You may be having some interesting dreams at this time. This can be quite interesting or exciting. As I do this video, we're on the 20th of February, and as we know, we do start feeling full moon energy a few days before and a few days after the actual full moon event. And we have just entered Pisces season. And let me tell you, I had quite some doozer of dreams last night. So I'm actually kind of excited. I love interpreting dreams. It's kind of fun. So pay attention to your dreams. And if you maybe can't remember your dreams, one of the key aspects to capturing the energy that's coming in your dreams is when you first wake up in the morning, keep your eyes closed, stay still, and just connect with the energy, the thoughts, the feelings, the sensations, the vibrations, and even images or words that you may still have kind of bouncing around. Make sure you take just a second to capture that and then write it down. So if you keep a pen and piece of paper beside your bed, that's when you can write it down. When you first do wake up, first we kind of settle and we capture it, then we write it down before we forget it. And then later on in the afternoon or later in the week, right, this is where you can really kind of put those little puzzle pieces together. And there may be some message in there for you. It can be a message from your subconscious. Maybe it's a message from spirit, or perhaps it's some clarification, some clarity that you've been looking for. So it can be really mystical and magical because we are in this Pisces season. So very interesting energy going on for you guys indeed. Now, we also do have, at the same time as this full moon, we've got a conjunction between Venus and Mars in the sign of Aquarius. Now, this can be really kind of a yin and yang energy all coming together. Venus, right, the divine feminine energy, Mars, that masculine energy. And when things come into alignment this way, this can really be where we find a little bit of balance and harmony. And of course, a conjunction is a good thing. So this can be where, if you have a relationship that's hit a bump in a road, this can be where there is this kind of compromise or getting things back on track may come in here for you. If you are single looking for love, there could be some passion, some excitement in the air for you guys. This can be where you are making a really important decision, right? That, you know what? Yes, I want love in my life. Yes, I'm ready for love. And you're going to recognize any fears or blocks or doubts that may have been holding you back from fully opening up to the possibilities and to the potential of finding love in your life. This can be a very romantic energy that comes in here. And it can be also one where you may actually take some sort of initiative to do something nice for yourself even, right? A little bit of self-love, especially if you don't necessarily have a significant other. Never underestimate the power of taking care of your own needs, right? Whether it's going for a massage, having a bubble bath, indulging in, a glass of fine wine, whatever self-love means to you, squirreling yourself away, Virgo energy related back to the Hermit card, right? If you need some quiet space and time alone, this might be where you do yourself a favor and do that. So it is this energy, the masculine, feminine coming together. It can be really beautiful, can also be a little fiery, a little bit saucy, and that might be quite exciting for some of you. So this full moon is occurring at 5 degrees and 23 minutes. So the signs that are going to feel this energy the most is Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, and Scorpio. And especially if you've got any placements between 4 to 6 degrees, this will be where you really do feel this full moon quite intensely. So make sure you ground and protect your energy, because especially when we're in Pisces season, this can get very emotional for you. And our emotions can do us a lot of favors, right? But they can also kind of throw us for a loop a little bit. So just make sure that you are grounding and protecting your energy, and that Virgo down to earth energy will help you to do that. But I do feel like there's a really big spiritual shift coming in here for a lot of you, a big epiphany moment, or maybe you're just feeling a little bit different. Your intuition is very much on point. You might be seeing all kinds of signs. Maybe you're being bombarded with repeating numbers. Make sure you do take stock of those, because they do mean something, right? And so what I always do is, when I do see them, because I see them all the time, is I just stop for a second, What was I thinking, doing, feeling at that moment? Where was my mind drifting? What was my energy at that moment? Those are all keys. Those are all clues as to what that numerological sequence is meaning for you at that moment in time, because they can be different things as you go along. So very exciting energy for you guys. Of course, there's something in this full moon, as there is in all of them for all of us. But I'm going to pull one card out here for the collective energy and see what we've got. Now, I have pulled a light worker. It's a gateway of light activation cards. Normally, very interesting. Normally for the full moons, I do pull moon cards. And I do have some moon magic cards over here, but usually as the main kind of oracle card, I do pull from one of the moon cards. And today I am very much drawn to pull from the light worker deck, from light activation deck. So it's very interesting that I should do that. We have halls of learning coming in here for you guys, your spirit guides, confirmation, and great lessons. The halls of learning, this is related to the Akashic records. So prevalent, so interesting that this card should come out, because this is very much tied to this 12th house energy. The 12th house being completion of karmic cycles. This can be where you're really connecting with yourself on a spiritual level. So super symbiotic that this has come out here for you. Now, the halls of learning indicates that you are on a path to learning something. Whether you're on a spiritual learning, whether you are learning something in your life, we do have an influence of Saturn here with this full moon as well. Saturn, of course, likes to teach us things, usually through challenges, right? The lessons that Saturn brings are always very beneficial, but usually hard fought, hard won, right? So some of you could be just gaining wisdom and understanding about some life lessons that you have learned. But whatever it is, you are surrounded by spirit right now. You've got a lot of very spiritual energy around you. This is a great time to tap into your intuition, to engage in meditation. If you are interested in anything working with energy, right? So you're like Reiki and things like that right now might be a good time to get really focus on your chakras. Maybe you want to get like a Reiki session done, that kind of thing. Or perhaps in the halls of learning, you want to learn how to do these things. Maybe you're drawn to these things, right? Maybe you want to become a Reiki practitioner, maybe not necessarily to do as, for a living, but just for your own personal needs, and maybe share with friends and family. Maybe you want to learn tarot, right? That kind of thing. So all of these paths, all of these doors are very much open for you now. It's this free flowing energy of information, of spirit, and of guidance is here for you guys as well. So really wonderful energies that are very much activating for you at this time. So let's get excited about where we're going. All right. So I'm going to leave that there for you guys as your collective message, but we are going to head into each astrological sign. We're going to pull out a couple of cards for each one and let you know where this full moon is activating for you the most, what may be ending, what you might be cleansing, purging, what might be shifting, and of course, what you might be welcoming in for the new. And so I thank you for watching. I'm going to put all of the timestamps in the description box and in the comment section down below. So again, make sure that you watch your sun, moon, rising signs for sure. But you may also want to watch your Venus sign, considering we do have that Venus-Mars conjunction in Aquarius. And just to, maybe get a little bit of energy messages around there for your love life, or for the things that you find beautiful, or things you want to create. Very creative energy with the Venus energy. So once again, timestamps down below. We're going to start with Aries. Have a wonderful full moon, everyone. Hello there, Aries. Welcome to your full moon in Virgo reading. This is occurring in your 6th astrological house. Now, this is ruled by Virgo and Mercury anyway, so you're really going to be feeling this energy. This might be where you take really shift your focus on to changing something in your life that brings you more health benefits. And this can be where you focus on your physical activity, or you focus on your eating patterns and habits, right? Those kind of things. You focus on your personal health and well-being here, right? Maybe you get yourself back in shape. This can also be an energy here where you are really engaging in service to others. And so you may be doing some of these changes. And of course, with the full moon energy, this can be about kicking bad habits, right? Full moons are a completion of a cycle, putting an end to something sometimes. So in order to make improvements, we quite often have to, get rid of things, sweep things away out of our life to clear the path for something a little bit better. And so you might be doing that in that energy as well. The sixth house does have to do with your daily routine. So you could be, again, maybe trying to think of ways that you can have a better routine in your life. Maybe you can spend a little bit more time with yourself, maybe find more balance in your life, that kind of thing, right? So it can be a real good focus for you. Now, the sixth house also, yes, there's a big healing energy, but of course, we've got a full moon. It is a really good time. This is not to replace any kind of medical advice or anything like that, but this can be a really good time to go and get a checkup. If you've had that little ache and pain that's been bothering you for a while, or maybe it's been a couple of years since you've had, a proper checkup, a physical from your doctor, this can be a really good time to do that, right? Just to take the practical steps, not that there might be anything wrong, but just, for a little peace of mind. This does also have to do with your pets. And so it's also a good time to have a checkup at the vet with your pets as well. That can really help them out. So let's see what we've got. And we've got Inner Earth coming in here for you. Focus on your base chakra. So very grounded energy here in this. Strength and security and laying foundation. So this is very Virgo in its energy here. This is about, of course, grounding and protecting your energy, of course, with the emotional stuff of the full moon that goes on. But this is also about really focusing on the things in your life that make you feel grounded and safe and secure in your world. Do you feel like something has gone overboard? Do you feel like something has gone to excess? And this is the time here to bring this back. So, have you, do you sometimes maybe, have a chocolate chip cookie, and instead of just one cookie, maybe you eat the entire bag or the entire box? Maybe it's just this thing where you can't stop at one, right? So in order to, maybe make yourself feel a little bit more secure and grounded in your energy, you're making practical steps there to stop at one cookie. What can you do to stop at one cookie? And I like to use chocolate chip cookies because they are, of course, a favorite among many people. So whatever your situation is, focus on your base chakra, your root chakra. Work with the energy. The color red can really help you. Wear red clothing, work with red crystals, perhaps use a red pen, that kind of thing connects you to that. Connect with nature in this energy as well. And perhaps with the sixth house energy, you are going to switch up your health and exercise regime, or, if you have a pet, right? Maybe you're going to, go out and find a new place to walk, right? Go to a different park or go for a nature hike, something like that, that can really help you in your energy. And it can help you to, kind of lay a better foundation. So it's a really important energy in that. We have the 9 of coins coming in here for you guys. So you could have something coming to fruition for you at this full moon. You could be really kind of reaping some rewards with this. And so if you've been working on something, right, here you are seeing the results with the 9 of coins energy. You might have some money coming in. You could just be feeling better about yourself, right? A good sense of self-worth. The 9 of coins does bring in an energy of I'm confident, I'm focused on myself, my own needs, my goals, my dreams. And this is where you quite often do tame some anxieties as well in the 9 of Coins. So this could be some personal success, some personal milestone, whether you are achieving something or whether you are embarking on something new. You're focused on you in this energy, and where you put your focus and where you take those practical steps is what's going to pay off for you. But the Nine of Coins does also have to do with treating yourself well. It is an energy of abundance, right? And it's also one of luxury, right? And it is where we do take a moment to do something nice for ourselves. And whether that is finding more time to, to focus on your goals and needs, or whether it's, putting up boundaries in your life, or perhaps you do engage in a little bit of self-care in some way, whatever that means to you, treat yourself well in the Nine of Coins energy. And we have a moon magic card here for you. These are affirmations. Every day I bring radical self-love to my mind, body, and spirit. There you go. You've got quite the repeating message coming in there for you, Aries. So if you've been on the go, you've got this hustle and bustle going on, or maybe you haven't been being too kind to yourself, there is your moon affirmation to do something nice for yourself, to take care of yourself, and to take practical steps to achieve your goals and dreams there, my friends. Sometimes I know we want to rush right into something, but the follow through, Aries, here is going to be the most important. So I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I thank you for watching. Good luck in this full moon. We're going to move on now to Taurus. Hello there, Taurus. Welcome to your full moon in Virgo reading. This is happening in your 5th astrological house. So your 5th house, this is fun, right? This is a lot of fun in this house. This is about the things that bring you pleasure and joy, the things that, put a smile on your face and make your heart sing. What do you want to create? Where do you need a little bit more fun in your life, right? This is about creating space and creating room for you to have more time to do those things that make you happy, essentially. So what do you need to change? What do you want to initiate, right? Or what is paying off for you? Because for quite often in the full moon energy, the things that we've already done, the steps that we've already taken are starting to pay off, right? So this can be where you hit a milestone with something that you've been practicing, right? So if you've previously picked up a musical instrument per se, right? Someone may hear you playing your instrument and go, wow, you've actually gotten really good, right? So this can be a really great milestone for you guys. So celebrate however far you've come on your journey. This can also bring in here, just so you're all aware, the 5th house ruled by the sun. It's Leo energy. So we've got a lot of passion, a lot of fire, right? And the 5th house does have to do with love and romance as well. So it can bring in some drama also. Okay. So remember, the full moons do tend to be quite emotional, and sometimes emotions can really get the better of us a little bit, right? Mercury in the Virgo energy will kind of bring you back down to earth a little bit, but focus on communication might be the key. And of course, if there is any kind of drama that does come up somewhere, you might be making a decision here, full moon, that you're going to walk away from that. All right. Whether it's just temporary and just, you know what, I'm not going to engage in this conversation. I'm just going to go do something fun, right? This can kind of save your hide a little bit somewhere in that. But yes, some of you could be coming to the realization, especially full moons, endings, right? And you might be coming to the realization that, you know what, we've got a lot of ups and downs. We have a lot of fun in this relationship, because it may be a friendship as well. It doesn't have to be love and romance. And you could just be saying, you know what, we might have some fun, but oi, there is some drama here, and I'm not sure I'm up for it anymore, right? You just might be like, I kind of want something a little bit more stable, because of course, Taurus being a earth sign that you are, right? This is like your kind of need for stability and security, and having things go out of control and overly emotional may not be your ideal kind of partnership or friendship or relationship in your life. So you could be getting some deep realizations of that energy here. But let's see what we've got for you guys coming up. We've got the central sun, abundance, downloads, regeneration, and success. So some of you could be reviving a goal or a dream in this energy. Some of you could be recognizing all of the things that have been blossoming in your life, the success that you've achieved, the milestones that you've achieved. All right. But the sun brings about energy as well, the energy to get things done. The sun, of course, rules your fifth house, right? So there you go. And so this can be really quite fun for you in this, and it's just kind of a jump for joy. So wherever you are right now, whether you're celebrating some sort of milestone, look back and see how far you've come, especially from the new moon in Virgo that we had about 6 months ago. Right? How far have I come? What have I achieved? What have I accomplished? What do I need to change? What do I want to try again? Right? Because sometimes we can have a second chance might come up here for you, especially with the regenerative energy, but you might just be feeling a little bit more energetic at this time as well. But celebrate all of your successes, your milestones, no matter how big or how small. And the sun does bring you about a lot of clarity in your situation as well, and a positive outlook on things. So even if you are letting something go, closing down something there, this is about having a better tomorrow, right? So sometimes we need to go through chaos and difficulties in order to find something a little bit better or to make those positive changes. We have the Two of Coins in reverse for you. So this is the need to focus on some balance, all right? Have you bit off more than you can chew? Do you have enough time to do the things that you want to do, right? Because the Two of Coins in the upright quite often does represent where we've got a lot of, kind of got a lot of things on the go. We're juggling a lot of things, but we're keeping things together, even though, if something kind of gets piled on our plate, we might topple over a little bit. But the Two of Coins in reverse can represent a couple of different things. It can represent really having a lot more than what you bargained for, not having enough time to do things, right? Taking off more than you can chew. So we need to focus on finding a little bit more balance in our life. This can be also where you are willing to let certain things go. And sometimes we need to let things go in order to bring ourselves something a little bit more beneficial in return, right? And again, we do have this little bit of energy for some of you there where you're like, this isn't worth it anymore. There's something a little bit better, right? So I want more fun and excitement in my life, but not with the side order of drama. So this might be where you are willing to let something go. But the twos do have to do with balance and harmony, and they also have to do with making decisions, but taking a practical approach in that coin energy. The pentacle energy is what this equates to. So what practical steps can you do to restore balance in your life, to make better choices and decisions, to either let things go or to move forward with a goal or a dream and make something better in your life? So you're being very much reminded to focus on that just a little bit. So let's get another card for you. Thank you. Oh, we've got two. All right. So here is your first one. I see the gateway is open and the pathway is clear. My journey begins. There you go. What are you clearing the path? What are you clearing out so that you can move forward? And there is your next one. I teach people how to treat me. So again, I do feel that for some of you, you are experiencing a little bit of a shift in your dynamic in a relationship somewhere. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to let one go, although that certainly is a possibility, but perhaps you're restoring the balance and the harmony in that in some way, right? Perhaps it is boundaries, right? It's like, oh, nope, we've got to give something back, right? So whatever that is, I teach people how to treat me. Truer words have never been spoken. So I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. Good luck in this full moon. We're going to move on now to Gemini. Hello there, Gemini. Welcome to your full moon in Virgo reading. So this is occurring in your fourth astrological house. This is ruled by Cancer, and it is ruled by the moon, and it's very much centered around your home, around your family, your private life, the things that make you feel stable and secure. So some of you could be perhaps transitioning from one house to another. You could be transitioning from one living situation to another. Some of you may have something that comes to an end, the end of a lease, the end of a loan, right? Maybe you're paying back a loan, possibly. And for some of you there, a end of a relationship may be possible for you in this sign as well. But you've likely been working towards that for a while. It's likely not out of the blue. But this is where you can heal situations as well. So you can heal family matters, right? You can heal things with your children or with your siblings, right? You can heal things with a parent at this time also, right? So very, very important to focus on this area right now. You'll probably feel a little bit better for it. There might be a very important conversation that comes to light for you as well. Remember, some of you are getting clarity here, and maybe your intuition has guided you towards a family secret. That's always very interesting. Sometimes just through casual conversation, things come to light that we hadn't known before, and it may be something to do with like your family medical history, that kind of thing, especially where Virgo can be about healing with the physical body. And so if there's something, some medical history from a family member or something that you need to know, but maybe no one has said anything before, right? You might be discovering that, right? So whatever your situation is, we do have this home, this family, the things that you want to keep private. So again, you know, there may be a secret that comes later. Maybe there's something that you are taking care of or focusing on behind closed doors. You don't need to announce things on social media or tell anyone what you're doing, right? So sometimes the, you know, private matters need to stay private, and there could actually be a little bit of discord around that as well, especially if there's something that maybe you think should be kept private and not shared publicly, but maybe someone in your household is, well, I don't see why people don't need to know, or they just don't think about privacy in that regard. So there could be something there in regard to technological privacy. All right. So just pay a little bit of attention to that, but you could be resolving some issues if there's anything around that. So we have for you, ooh, beautiful. We've got the Chamber of the Violet Flame, karmic release, and radical transformation. Look at that energy. The violet flame is like crazy spiritual energy coming in here, very Pisces in its energy. So pay very, very, very close attention to your dream sign symbols, synchronicities. Your intuition is pointing you towards something, showing you the way, showing you the light, right? This massive spiritual shift coming in for some of you here. And this might be very much in alignment with your fourth house energy, right? Spending some time at home, maybe taking things a little bit easy, especially around this full moon. And maybe you're going to really benefit from doing some meditation. You can also do some violet flame rituals around this time. You can get some very profound insights, some spiritual downloads, and maybe even connect with the spiritual realm a lot easier. But because we've got a karmic release, we are in Pisces season. This can be where you are completing a cycle. And this is so important for you because you're about to engage, you're about to embrace the next stage of your spiritual path. You've closed out some old cycles. You've closed out a contract that your soul has made. And now this is that big shift for you. And you're about to experience something, the next stage of your life. Very, very, very interesting and very spiritually connected, should you choose to walk that path, right? We don't have to choose it, right? We all have free will, right? Sometimes things happen, even though, you know, we may resist, but especially if it like really is part of your path, it might be too much to ignore. But you know, we do have a choice, right? You don't have to walk a spiritual path at all, right? But we can also choose to dabble in it a little bit. But should you choose to jump in with both feet and really embrace the energy that's coming towards you, It's magical. It's powerful. It's wonderful. We have the Four of Coins coming in here. How synchronistic for you guys. So we're seeing signs already. The Four of Coins is the Four of Pentacles. And of course, this full moon is happening in your fourth house. So some of you could be planning for the future. Maybe you are looking at your finances, your family finances here, right? And saying, okay, we need to save up more for the future. Some of you might be dipping into your savings with the Four of Coins there as well. Perhaps you're buying a house, right? We already mentioned this a little bit, right? Maybe you're moving from one house to another, or you're changing your living situation in such a way that, you might be able to build a little bit more of a nest egg, especially if you have a situation where maybe you're going to move in with somebody, share the bills, share the finances, right? You might be getting a roommate, if that's the case, or it could be, with a significant other, or maybe even a family member in this energy, right? You could have a move one of your parents or an in-law down into the in-law suite or something, and just to alleviate some financial burden, some pressure that can really bring you in a little bit more stability. But in the Four of Coins, this is an energy of building a good, strong, solid foundation, right? And then trusting and knowing that you can build upon the foundation that you've already made, whether that is your home, your family, your money, your spiritual self, right? Your life in general, right? You've gotten to a point where you've got a good, solid foundation. Trust that there is more abundance, that there is more wonderful things that you can pile on top of that. All right. But just be aware with the Four of Coins also, because there is a little discernment that's necessary here in this energy. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Don't go too crazy at this full moon, especially with your money. Okay. Because sometimes we can be a little impulsive at this, because we got Pisces, which is not practical, right? Which is kind of dreamy in its energy. And we have Virgo energy, which is very down to earth and practical. So there could be a little bit of drama or a little bit of disconnect or disharmony going on with that. One person wants something and they're dreaming of things, and the other person is like, nope, can't afford it. So you might need to just be a little discerning with your money at this full moon, and not go overboard and spend some money that you may regret a little bit later. But fours are wonderful. Okay, so just focus on, the difference between wants and needs. And again, I do feel like some of you are really preparing yourself to make some important moves so that you don't have to worry about your future self. So there is your moon magic message. I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. Very important affirmation for you guys to have. And especially, again, we've got the Four of Coins. You built a foundation, and you know and you trust that there's more abundance to come, that there's more things that you can add to what you've built. So this is really important affirmation there for you. I'll leave that there for you, Gemini. I hope there was something here for you. Good luck in this full moon. We're going to move on now to Cancer. Hello there, Cancer. Welcome to your full moon in Virgo reading. This is happening in your third astrological house. So you've got a lot of Mercury energy going on here for you guys. So you might be doing a lot of thinking. You might be doing some soul searching at this time. You might be really focused on communication. There might be a very important conversation that you have, or maybe you've been thinking about talking to someone about something, and this might be where you kind of face your fears around that conversation, right? Because sometimes we don't have a conversation because we're afraid of someone's response or reaction. We're afraid of what someone might say, or we might be afraid of losing something, having something coming to an end. So your third house does really focus on communication, your thoughts, your ideas, right? Also can have to do with your devices. So some of you at this time, with it being a full moon, you could possibly have some issues with your emails, with your text messages, or with your devices themselves. So, your phone could break, or maybe you need a new computer, right? That kind of thing. And you could be upgrading those things in this energy. You could also be kind of like railing at the fates a little bit. Damn it, I dropped my phone and now it's broken and now I need a new one. The third house does have to do with travel as well. So some of you could be making some travel plans. And it's usually short travel, like short trips, like weekend getaways, long weekends, that kind of thing. So you might be talking about, about a vacation, or if you can't afford a big full length vacation, maybe be a little bit more practical with your money and say, okay, well, we can't afford to go 2 weeks backpacking around Europe. Let's do 3 days in something that's driving distance, right? So that could be going on for you there. And you may be focused on your community right now, your neighborhood where you live. Some of you could be changing where you live if you don't like your neighborhood and if you don't like your neighbors, right? And if you don't feel safe and secure, you might be finding somewhere better to live. So, because this does have to do with the people that around you where you live, right? So you could be making some changes in that regard. You could have a new neighbor, or you could have someone that moves out suddenly, right? Maybe there's someone you liked, maybe there's someone you didn't. And so you could either be, kind of a little bit sad that someone's left, but you could also be jumping for joy. If you didn't like your neighbors, you're like, yes, right? So, it kind of got a little bit of a mixed bag there for you. This may be a time when you feel as though your social life is also changing a little bit. With the full moon, right, we can have those ending of social commitments, social engagements. The third house does have to do with your social life. So you could be evolving in such a way that maybe you're getting out and meeting new people, or maybe there are some relationships in your life that do need to come to an end. You could also be paring down your social networking a little bit, right? Maybe cleaning up your friends list on your Facebook page or your Instagram or whatever. This can be where you're like, oh my gosh, why am I subscribed to like 20 different groups? So you might be cleansing and purging in that arena there. But I do feel like there's some big picture thinking coming in here for you, and you may get some answers that you've been looking for. We have the Venusian Galactic Council here for you, star being guides, answer the call, and time to shine. So this is really quite interesting because Venusian is Venus energy, and we do have Venus and Mars that have a conjunction in Aquarius energy. And Aquarian energy is about the future, forward thinking, science, technology. There's your devices and your communication. There's your big picture thinking about the future, making plans for the future, and seeing the light or seeing the truth. So you might have something that you're talking about in regards to a relationship. Some of you are forging new relationships, or even getting something back on track can also be here for you. But this is very spiritual energy. I do feel that there is like some clarity coming in for you. There's some answers coming in for you. And it's about the things that you want to create, or about your future, right? Your future is very bright in this energy. You might be called upon a spiritual path. Some of you are, called towards a creative path, right? Or maybe a social path, right? How can you give back to others? Or where can you engage with your community or in your neighborhoods to help other people, or beautify Venus energy, beautify your environment in some way? Because that Aquarian energy is, yes, futuristic, forward thinking, big picture, right? A lot of wisdom comes in with Aquarian energy, but also is about the humanitarian. How do I give back? How do I make the world a better place? And so with the Venusian energy coming in here for you, this might be about beautifying something, right? So maybe you do something nice for your neighborhood. You might have be organizing, okay, because you're probably a little more social there. You might be the one where you are, you are organizing like a neighborhood group of people, right? And the third house does make you more social. So you might be gathering your neighbors together. Maybe you have like, get together and help an elderly neighbor paint their fence, or, mow their lawn, or paint their house. You could be doing small things like that through your neighborhood. And this just makes the place a little bit better, right? And people coming together to help people. So you got a lot going on with your social energy. It's very people-y in its energy with that. So whether you're cleansing, purging, coming together, or finding new people, right? It's a very social aspect to this. Pay very close attention, though, by the way, to any kind of communication going a little bit sideways. All right, just so you know, because we do have, a full moon, right? And full moon kind of can bring a little bit of uncertainty to things, right? So just make sure that you are thinking before you're speaking, or that you reread that email before you hit send. Check who you're sending things to. It's just always a good idea to do that. But we've got the 9 of coins here for you guys as well. So you're feeling pretty confident, I feel, at this full moon. This is about taming your fears and anxieties with the 9 of coins and believing in yourself. This does bring an energy of independence, brings in an energy of abundance and success as well, but it's also focused on you, focused on yourself. What do you want? Where do you want to go? What works for you? What doesn't work for you, right? What is in alignment with your goals for your life, for your future, right? And so there is some personal dream, personal vision, personal goal, something that you are seeing now that maybe you weren't seeing before, or something that you're focused on. But yes, the 9 of coins can also bring something to fruition for you, and it can also be where you do treat yourself to something. You might buy yourself something. So maybe you do upgrade your technology in some way, right? Maybe you buy a new computer or a new phone or a tablet or something like that, something that might make your life a little bit easier, because we do have the dreamy energy of Pisces, but we also have the practical energy of the Virgo, right? It's the full moon in Virgo. So practical things to help you with your dreams and goals. And so if you've got an older computer or something and you're just like, this just doesn't work for me anymore, it's out of date, the screen's too small, all that kind of stuff, then this can be a practical purchase for you that enhances your life in a positive way. So you could be making a little bit of a purchase there with that 9 of coins, because quite often that is where we do treat ourselves to something. Here's one of your final cards. We've got the final card, actually, and I teach people how to treat me. This has come up once already. I forget who got it, though. Is that even focused for you? There we go. This is an important affirmation for everyone, and especially for you in this full moon, because, of course, boundaries. And with your social life, your neighborhood, people, very peoply energy might be here for you. Again, you might really need to put up some personal boundaries, or you might need to tell someone what you're willing to accept or not accept, right? You teach people how to treat you, right? So if you let someone get away with something for a long time, they'll think it's acceptable to talk to you a certain way or to treat you a certain way. So it's a really powerful message there for everyone, and not just you, but it is coming out here for you. So I'm going to leave that message there. I hope you guys have a really good full moon. I thank you for watching, and we're going to move on now to Leo. Hello there, Leo, and welcome to your full moon in Virgo reading. This is happening in your second astrological house, and yes, sirree, Bob, this is your money house. So you could really be having something that's coming to fruition for you right now. Have a look back at the new moon in Virgo that we had 6 months ago. What were your intentions, your goals, your dreams? Be honest with yourself. Be truthful. How far have you come? Where are you in relation to your goals? Are your goals still practical for you, right? Because sometimes, the goals we set 6 months ago, you may have had some things going on, and now you're like, you know what? I don't think I want that anymore. That's not really part of where I see myself going. And so you might be really looking at, some new goals in your life there as well. But this is your money house. So how you make it, how you spend it, your relationship to money as well, right? What are your belief systems around money? Because don't forget, the full moons are about cleansing and purging, releasing, and especially with this 12th house and Pisces energy. Do you spend too much time dreaming about money, the things you own, the things you want, and not enough time taking a practical approach at getting them? Right? So you could have a little bit of a kind of procrastination kind of energy that has been going on. But you could also be gaining some realizations and some insights about those things, right? Where do you see yourself going? Do you believe in yourself? What do you want to create? What do you want to change? This is all about you here in this energy, right? So some of you could be looking for a new job. Some of you could be having some investments that may come to fruition. You might be buying something, right? Something that you've been saving up for, you may be buying at this time. And remember, we do have the practical energy of Virgo, right? That does bring in, okay, if I'm going to spend some money, I'm going to make sure that it's worth it, right? Not just going to blow money for the sake of blowing money, because you work hard for your money, right? So if you're going to buy a car, you might be buying a practical vehicle rather than like a sports car that only fits 2 people. And if you've got a family, right, then that's not probably going to work for you. If you're buying a house or moving to a different place of residence, right, you might be looking at things a little bit logically and practically and thinking, okay, well, there's no point moving further away from where I work or further away from my family. I'm going to maybe move closer if I can. You might be looking at, okay, if I need to move closer to work so I can cut down on my commute, right? Then that is practical, saving you money there. And maybe you have to sacrifice something at that time for that, right? Maybe move to a smaller place, but in closer proximity to where you want to live, right? So there is a practicality that does come about here with your money, with your finances. So this is where a focus is. This also has to do with your self-esteem, the things you own, and the things that you believe in yourself. So again, we do have a healing element that's coming in here. So if you've been a little down on yourself, you've lacked some confidence, or, maybe there's been some old belief systems surrounding money that are no longer really about who you are. They don't work for you anymore. It's a big cleansing, purging, a big shift for you there to see things in a different way, in a different light, and to recognize your value, recognize your worth, and recognize your earning potential. We have Seraphim's Gateway here, voice activation, angelic attunement, and divine support. It's very important to use your voice. Speak your truth. Ask for what you want. Demand what you deserve, right? Your voice is your instrument. And it is very important for us to do that. And it's funny that this should come up here in this energy, because the seraphim actually doesn't, yes, it does have to do with, with voice, right? So activating your voice, speaking your truth, getting something out, right, that has been maybe hidden. But it's like, because the seraphim is more like angelic kind of energy. But I feel like here that they are surrounding you and they are supporting you, the seraphim, to really get things out in the open. So where do you need to communicate more? What do you need to talk about? Is there a relationship that you've got right now where maybe there's some money matters that you need to deal with? Right? Because this can be where that comes up as well with this full moon. We do have, some very important things that we quite often do need to talk about, especially if you share your money with anyone else, right? You share your resources with anyone else, right? And if you're not on the same page about, about spending habits and things like that, or you're on completely different pages as far as saving for the future and things like that, it's important to talk about that. It's important to get your truth out, get your feelings out, get your feelings heard, right? Because otherwise those things tend to blow up a little while later. But I also do feel you're encouraged to seek and find and demand what it is that you do deserve, right? And so if you've been overworked and underpaid, maybe you're doing more than one job but getting one paycheck, right? That kind of thing. Companies love to do that. This is the time when your voice is your power. Your voice is your truth. Your voice will get you heard and may get the results that you're looking for. This is also very important energy and support, spiritual and angelic support coming in to help you through any kind of interviews or negotiation processes. Speaking clearly, truthfully, and concisely, and with clear conviction, right? This can really help you in that regard. But out of the practical energy of the second house and money and physical things and all that, we switch focus to the seraphim and the spiritual energy that's here. Now, the seraphim are very much known to be angels of the highest order. their voices are beautiful. If you've ever heard your name being called or sung from somewhere, this can be the seraphim coming in to give you guidance, to give you a message, to give you support. They want you to know that they are here for you. So this can be a really important time for you to listen to that voice in your head, number one, right? Listen to the voice in your ear. Pay attention to any kind of signs that you see, and especially your dreams as well. Basically, there's something being awoken within you, and you're being very encouraged to follow that light. So the seraphim themselves, go and look up the information of the seraphim. And this might be a sign for you to work with angels of all realms. Work with your guardian angels, work with the archangels, work with the seraphim, right? And because they can really help you through times of trouble and strife. They can help you clear away blocks and obstacles, and it's a relationship that we have with them. So you've got a lot of support going on here spiritually with this energy, and you're being very encouraged to pay attention and to recognize that. Because some of you may be feeling a little bit powerless, a little bit lost. We do have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Now, the Seven of Wands in the upright, right? Usually we're in a position of power and strength and confidence. We've got a lot of things coming at us, right? And we're facing everything head on. But this is also one of advocating for yourself. So in the reverse here, are you advocating for yourself? Are you talking about the things that are important to you? Are you speaking up for yourself? Do you feel that there's something in your world here where you don't have as much confidence as you should? Are you facing your issues head on, or are you kind of sweeping things under the rug and just hoping that they'll get better without any intervention from you, right? A little bit of procrastination energy coming in there, right? So where are you losing your power? Where are you losing your strength? What are you not facing? Where do you need to speak up? Where do you need to speak your truth? Where do you need to find your inner light? These are big questions for you guys here, right? And the funny thing is that when it comes to our self-worth, right, we take a lot of knocks sometimes, right? We lose some confidence sometimes. And, this can be sometimes how we're raised. This can be through circumstances that are around us. This can be where some fears come to light, right? We do have fears around money, or, sometimes we are afraid to speak up for ourselves in our job because we're afraid of the outcome, right? Yes, you might have a wonderful outcome, but what if you don't? Right? Or what if you get a no, right? Sometimes we don't want rejection either, right? So all of these questions and all of these things are being asked of you in this Seven of Wands reversed energy. This can also be a message for you to let your guard down, especially in with yourself, right? Sometimes we build up walls. We kind of have our guard up all the time. You're being encouraged to really be a little bit more in tune with yourself, in the flow of things. Things get a little bit easier when we do that. Sometimes we're a little bit skeptical of things, but when we let our guard down, it's like a little bit more welcoming there in that energy. And I do feel that's especially with your spiritual self here in this, right? Because sometimes we're really busy. We've got a lot of things going on, and we just kind of like aren't open to a lot of things. So I feel like if you open yourself up to spirit, you will be very pleasantly surprised. Here's your moon magic card for your full moon, and I have a balanced relationship with time. I use time well. Are you procrastinating? Are you jumping into things with both feet? Where are you wasting time, right? What are you trying to make time for? Right? Are you making the most of your time? Right? So time is a funny little thing, right? So that's an important affirmation there for you guys. I'll leave that there. Good luck in this full moon. I thank you for watching, and we are going to move on now to Virgo. Hello there, Virgo, and welcome to your full moon. Where were you 6 months ago, Virgo? What were you doing? What goals were you setting? What changes were you making in your life? What were you starting new? Where are you now? Are you where you want to be? Have you made progress? Are your goals and things that you set 6 months ago, are they still what you want today, or do you need to make some change? This full moon is all about you. Focus on you, your goals, your dreams. Some of you might be putting an end to certain things. It could be relationships. It could be situations. It could be old patterns, old beliefs, right? This is a time to cleanse and purge and to shed the old ways and to welcome in a new you, a new way forward, right? Some of you could have some things coming to fruition right about this time. You might be getting clarity on some things that you've been questioning or you haven't been too sure about. And this is where you get some clarity. If you've been confused, right, this is a time when you're going to see the light or see the potential. You could be making some very important decisions at this time. Whatever it is, it's all about you and all about being in alignment with your personal goals, dreams, your future, and the things that you want in your life. Can there be endings to things? Yes, there can be. Do you maybe need to take a last push to achieve something that you've been working towards? You've got that energetic boost to help you do that. So this can be a little bit of things coming to fruition for you, but this can also be a letting things go. Whatever your situation is, we are at the end of a cycle, right? And so when we're at the end of a cycle, we give thanks, we give gratitude, even if we're not exactly where we want to be, because we know we still have the ability to create and to make change, to bring our goals and dreams to fruition. We have your Sirius star blessings. Yes, proceed, be seen, and push through. So again, if there's some things you've been working towards and you're just not quite there yet, you've got a lot of energetic support here for you to help you to reach that goal, to reach that finish line, or to make the changes that you want to make, right? So great energy here for you guys. This is a big yes card. Yes, you can make your goals come true. Yes, your dreams can be made into reality, but you need to take practical steps to achieve that if you haven't already. Push through any worries, fears, anxieties, any challenges, right? Look through challenges to the solution. But this is your time to shine. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What are your dreams? Big shifting energy here for you, Virgo. There's some healing coming in here for you. This is where, you might be really stepping into your true authentic self. But there's growth with this energy as well. And the Sirius star blessings really does show your connection with the universe right now. You've got a lot of help and support. You're probably going to be seeing some interesting signs of some kind or having some very interesting dreams. You are being shown the path, you're being shown the way, and it's up to you to recognize it, right? So when you do see anything out of the ordinary, don't just dismiss things as a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason, even if we don't understand what that reason is at that particular moment in time. We take note of it, we take stock of it, we recognize it, and then we may unpack something for a little while later. But I do feel like there's a clear sense of direction coming in here for you in some aspect, in some way. And you've got this little bit of a spiritual awakening or spiritual growth here for you as well. We have the Three of Coins. You've been working hard. Virgo, this is awesome energy. The Three of Coins is an energy of creation. Without the creation energy of the number threes, we don't manifest things in our world. So this can be a very big reminder here that you are well on your way to manifesting something in your world, to creating the life that you want, to creating the change that you want. And it's because of your work, your effort, your diligence, and your attention to detail that you are seeing the results of things in your life. You're seeing things improve. You're seeing things change. And if you're not seeing that right now, this is a reminder that because wherever you want to create something, whatever you do want to put your energy towards, this is going to pay off for you. But with the coins energy, which is Pentacles energy, we need to take a practical, down to earth approach. We need to take things one day at a time, and we need to trust our process. Very creative in its energy, and it does show results. Now, the Three of Coins can show that you are starting to see things come together, but you're not quite where you want to be at this moment. This is showing you that whatever you're doing is paying off. And even if you're not exactly where you want to be right now, you're very much well on your way. Be open to change, be flexible in things, but keep your focus, right? Keep your eye on the prize. The Three of Coins also can have to do with teamwork and collaboration. And sometimes we need to learn something. So if there's something that you don't quite know, don't be afraid to ask questions or to do a little bit of research, whether it's for your practical goals and dreams, or maybe it's about your spiritual self. You're asking questions and you want to learn about the stars. Maybe you want to learn about Sirius energy. Maybe you want to learn about the planets, right? Maybe you want to learn about, about what certain cycles and things mean, right? It's a great time for you to seek out information and guidance and to learn something. So Three of Coins, yes, it can be about teamwork, collaboration, having help and support, but it can be about one of learning and understanding and absorbing and asking, or maybe even of teaching. So you might be called to the light. Maybe you're called in a path, in a direction where you can impart wisdom, or you can teach and guide other people in some way. Whatever your situation is, there's information, there's knowledge, there's help and support that is around you or that's available to you. Sometimes we think we're alone, and we're not. There is your next card, and we have affirmation for you. I accept that here now is exactly where I am, and that it is a place of profound learning. Interesting. Three of Coins, right? Can be that learning energy. So you're learning something, or there's a path to learning that's opening for you. You're gaining wisdom and insight and understanding. But the Three of Coins, you're exactly where you're meant to be. You might be striving for more, or you might not feel like you've hit a finish line, right? We never really do hit the finish line. We do on little certain things, but life is a big thing, right? So wherever you happen to be is exactly where you're meant to be. Keep on going. Keep on plugging it. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. Good luck in this full moon. I thank you for watching, and we are going to move on now to Libra. Hello there, Libra. Welcome to your full moon in Virgo reading. This is happening in your 12th astrological house. So the 12th house is, of course, ruled by Pisces. And we do have the sun in Pisces right now. So you're going to be having a little bit of a push and pull between the practical things and the spiritual things. And maybe you're challenged here in this energy, how to bring the two together. This can be a very powerful time for you in your 12th house, right? Because the 12th house can bring endings. It's the final house in the series, and the full moons can bring endings as well. So you might be recognizing things that you need to change, that you need to put an end to, or that you need to put up boundaries for, right? Because they're not going to serve you. They're not going to carry you forward, right? They're not going to benefit you anymore, right? And it can be just a shift in a cycle. It can be an old belief system that you have. The 12th house can also bring about secrets, and the full moon can sometimes reveal what is hidden. So you could have something that maybe you've been doing behind closed doors, and that now you're going to bring something out in the open. This might be where there might be a revelation that's made to you. This may come from the universe itself, right? Very spiritual energy that we've got here. You might be getting clarity. You might be getting some sort of spiritual download. But this can also come from other people in your life as well. Pay very close attention to your intuition, to your subconscious, your dreams, all right? Because this is a very profound energy that's coming in here for you. Okay, it might bring some healing, but it's like a big shift that's here. So shifting in the way you're thinking, the way you're seeing the world. You could really be gaining some insight and understanding about some spiritual aspects of your life. You may even be questioning, doubting, or evolving in your spiritual belief systems. But yes, the 12th house can be where we close out a karmic cycle here as well. And this can be a little bit challenging, a little bit painful sometimes, but always rewarding, right? You may just be gaining some wisdom here. But the 12th house is very quiet energy because it is where we're invited to take a step back. So you might be really feeling the need to spend some alone time at this full moon. And maybe it's just to be alone with your thoughts. Maybe it's just to connect with the moon energy itself. It may be to engage in some meditative practices, cleansing and purging via your chakras, getting things in alignment, doing cord cutting meditations or rituals can be very important for you at this time as well. It's all to free and clear your energy, right? Because with this being the 12th house, right? We need to cleanse and purge, right? We need to set ourselves up for the next stage. But this can be very much where you're encouraged to follow your dreams and goals as well. We have a solar light upgrade for you, solar plexus chakra, inner fire, and willpower. And would you look at that energy, right? So you are getting some sort of insight or upgrade here with this energy. Your solar plexus is your power source, your source of confidence, of strength, right? This is where your willpower, drive, determination, and ambition comes in. So do you have time to follow your goals and dreams? Is there something that needs to change? Do you have balance in your life, right? Are you always giving to other people and not having enough time for yourself? Do you put yourself on the back burner, right? Now is the time to put an end to some past practices, to allow more space and time and to allow that light to flow freely and to really benefit you, right? So what is it that you want? What do you feel passionate about, right? Now is the time to make things happen, right? There's something burning in you here, Libra. What is it? Now, for some of you here with this solar light upgrade, we've got some confidence coming in. You might be gaining more confidence in your personal relationships. And especially remember, we do have Mars and Venus conjunct in the sign of Aquarius, right? So you could be making plans for the future. Plans with another person. You might have some love and romance that comes in here, right? But this is a focus on balance as well. So where do you see yourself in the future? What do you want to create? What do you want to change? Really take a moment out to think about what is going to light that fire within, right? What makes you feel alive? Now is the time for you to attain it and to change how you get it, or to change your situation so that you feel like you've accomplished it. But we've got the Palace of Cups coming in here for you. Now, this is beautiful. The Palace of Cups, so in this particular deck, there's the Palace cards, right? So there's some extra cards out of here. The Palace of the Cups is where we strive to be. It is kind of like Neptune and Pisces in your 12th house. This is an energy of love, of joy, of happiness, of creativity. This is where we feel very spiritually connected, aware, alive. But it comes in from a place of peace and calm. This is a healing energy that comes in here. So we feel a little bit more, how should we say, a little bit more at peace with decisions that we've made, with changes that we've made. We're letting things go and we feel a sense of relief in the Palace of Cups. This is where we want to be emotionally, spiritually, right? This is a great energy here for you. So again, open your heart, step into the flow. What do you need to put an end to? What are your dreams? What do you want to create in your life? Are your relationships where you want them to be? What is your relationship with self? What is your relationship with spirit? Everything is open and attainable for you right here, right now. So the choice is yours. Where are you feeling like you need to upgrade and improve? What do you feel is holding you back? Because your possibilities here for happiness, for joy, for peace, for enlightenment, unlimited energy here for you. So go within, seclude yourself away from the world a little bit with this full moon. Doesn't have to be for a long time, right? Even if you lock yourself in your car, if you've got like a busy household or something, right? Maybe you just pull into a parking lot and just for 10, 15 minutes, just stare at the sky. Stare at the night sky. Even if it's raining and cloudy, it's still kind of cool, right? Just find a few minutes of quiet solitude just to connect with the energy and to feel things kind of shifting. Think you're going to get some powerful insights there with that. There is, which way up does this go? I think that way. There is your final card. I seek truth and act upon my realizations. I'm going to leave that there for you, Libra. Good luck in this full moon. I thank you for watching, and we're going to move on now to Scorpio. Hello there, Scorpio, and welcome to your full moon in Virgo reading. This is happening in your 11th house, ruled by Aquarius and Uranus. So Venus and Mars in Aquarius right now at the time of this full moon could bring you about some fiery, spicy energy. It can bring some passion. It can bring some wishes and goals to fruition for you, especially in love and romance, okay? Or the things that you love to do, right? It brings balance and harmony in here. Remember, a conjunction is a very positive thing. Things coming into alignment for you, things coming together in a positive way. The things that you love or the people that you love. Some of you could potentially be clearing the path, clearing the way to welcome new love in your life at some point, right? So we're getting rid of the old doubts or fears or hesitations around that, right? We're cleansing and purging that out with the full moon, and we're allowing the magic to come in. So there could be some very interesting things that go on here for you guys. If you have a relationship that's gotten a little bit off kilter, this can be where you clear the air, right? You resolve some differences and you move forward in a better way. The 11th house does have to do with your wishes and your dreams. So some of you could have some wishes and dreams and goals coming into fruition or coming into alignment for you. You might find some open doors, or you might find the answers that you've been looking for. So really have a look back to wherever you were doing, whatever you were doing, whatever you were setting your intentions for at the new moon in Virgo about 6 months ago. How have things progressed? How have things, come about? What has changed? And, are your wishes and your goals still in alignment with you? The 11th house with the Aquarian energy brings a little bit of rebellion and brings freedom. So what do you need to release? Where do you need to kind of rebel against the forces a little bit to find your path, to speak your truth, or to be uniquely you? You might be finding that certain relationships are changing in your world right now. The 11th house is very social. Groups that you belong to, the things that you're a member of. This is, so you might be really changing how you connect with people or groups or who you connect with. So you could have some relationships, some things that you're pulling the plug on, especially if, maybe you joined, let's say, a spiritual group at some point and you thought, oh, this might be actually very beneficial for me. Maybe you've made a couple of good connections, but maybe now it's just not working for you, right? This is where we're cleansing and purging, things like that. All right. But I do feel like there is a big overall sense of freedom coming in here for you at this full moon. So what steps do you need to take to free yourself so that you can be a little bit more in alignment with who you want to be, or you can release some burdens and release you from anything that's been holding you back? But you might need to be a little bit rebellious in that energy. We have solar light upgrade here for you, your solar plexus chakra, inner fire, and your willpower. Your solar plexus chakra is your power source right in the center of your body, right by your diaphragm there. This is where we speak our truth. This is where we're confident. This is where we really tap into our ambitions, our goals. This is where we power through any challenges, and this is what can really help us move forward and make challenging decisions or have that courage, that strength to let things go. So in this energy here, you're being encouraged to really work with your solar plexus chakra. And the color yellow might be very, very important for you. Work with yellow crystals, things like, citrine, work with yellow candles might be very beneficial for you this time, or just focus on your solar plexus chakra in other ways. Where is your willpower? Do you need to engage in some willpower to make some change, or to let things go, or to get out of your comfort zone in any way? But the solar light upgrade, right? This is a lot of firepower coming in here for you. So you might be feeling a little bit more energetic at this time, or you might be a little bit more focused on where you put your energy. All right. So, but I do think here that there is some clarity coming in here, very bright and shiny energy there for you. And so if you've been a little bit doubtful, a little bit confused, I think you will get that clarity that you have been looking for, even if you don't know you are looking for it. So pay attention to your dreams. As we said, we are in Pisces season here. And so we can't ignore the sun in Pisces. The sun is that solar light, and Pisces is your spiritual energy, your spiritual house, your spiritual connection, your dreams, your visions, right? And so what practical approach do you need to take to either engage a little bit more in your spiritual self, or to make your dreams and goals and visions into a reality? We have the Judgment card coming in here for you guys. You are the first ones to get this one. I usually do get it a couple of more times with the moon, or with the full moon, I should say. So important decisions, cleansing, purging, letting things go. Things may come to light for you that you didn't recognize. You could be getting clarity on things here with the Judgment card. The Judgment card could be where you are called to the light, right? A big awakening for you. You may have a big aha moment for you, or you just might be feeling more connected with your higher self, with spirits, angels, guides. Quite often, the Judgment card is linked with Archangel Michael, and a lot of times, depends who you talk to, but a lot of times Archangel Michael is connected with your solar plexus as well, right? So Archangel Michael is connected to a lot of things, right? So it's not the only thing, but because Archangel Michael can come in to bring you confidence, right? And your confidence, your power source, right, is that solar plexus of yours. So working with Archangel Michael may be really beneficial for you at this time, to help you cleanse and purge and cut ties, to help you make important decisions, and to give you the courage or the confidence that maybe you need, right? We all need a little bit of a boost every once in a while, and you are getting that now. So this can be really exciting for you guys, right? And the Judgment card also, though, does bring about some forgiveness and healing. The full moon is all about that, right? Cleansing, purging, healing, letting go, being powerful enough, embracing your personal power to let things go. Very important sometimes, right? Because sometimes we feel a little bit powerless, feel like you're going to be getting your mojo back with this energy. You're going to be feeling a little stronger and more powerful in this energy. But the Judgment card can bring about second chances. So if something previously hadn't gone your way, or if something has gone a little bit sideways, you might have an ability here and an opportunity to get things back on track. Should you want that? Should you choose that? So very important decision, very important final judgment that you be making. Do we move forward? Do we let things go? Do we try again? Can we fix this, clean this, help purge this, right? If we move forward with something, right, we've got to be willing to completely let it go. A little bit of an evolution for you. But the Judgment card is very important because this shows that you're very close to an end of a cycle in your life somewhere. So something that is in alignment with who you are, what you want, what you've been hoping for, what you've been wishing for, what you've been dreaming about, and you are like right on this cusp. So keep going, right? But we do have to really kind of make some important decisions somewhere along the way. Here is your next message, and we have, I teach people how to treat me. Very important affirmation, and it's quite often one that we do forget. So, is something working in your life? What needs to change? What needs to evolve, or what needs to end? Right? Have you been allowing someone to take advantage of you? Have you been allowing someone to take your power away? Now it's time to get it back. Remember, you teach people how to treat you. If you allow someone to insult you and you never say anything about it, they're going to continue to do that, right? If you allow someone to control you in some way, right, and you don't do anything about it, or you don't say anything, or you don't stop it in any way, they're going to continue to take control over you in some way. So I do feel there is this big shift in energy for you. If you've been feeling a little bit lackluster, if you've been feeling a little bit lost, or you've been haven't been feeling confident, something's shifting here for you. Believe in yourself, be confident, make those important decisions, get your power back. I'll leave that there for you. Good luck in this full moon. I thank you for watching, and we're moving on now to Sagittarius. Hello there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your full moon in Virgo reading. This is happening in your 10th astrological house. Now, this can be very related to your job, to your career path. Now, because it is a full moon, and because your sign, Sagittarius, can be focused on freedom, some of you may be retiring right now. Congratulations. That might be an awesome decision for you, and maybe you've been taking some very practical approaches to make that happen, especially if it's like an early retirement. Someone might be throwing some sort of celebration in your honor to celebrate your achievements, your accomplishments. In your career path as well, some of you could be transforming your career path. And, we do have to say we do have a square happening in your sign as well. And so you could be feeling a pinch. You could be feeling a crunch here in this energy. And you could be feeling as though with this full moon that you're at kind of like a now or never kind of moment. So if your career is going in the right direction and you feel as though you've got growth happening for you, and you're evolving, some of you are leveling up at this full moon, right? You're leaving your old position or your old company and you're stepping forward into something better, because you're getting recognized for a job well done, or for your accomplishments, or for the experience that you bring to the table. And if that's the case for you, then this is a time to celebrate. It's a time for jump for joy. It's a time when things are coming together for you in a wonderful way. But if you are not being recognized, if you are not being valued, if you are not progressing in your career, if you feel as though things are passing you by, this is where you're going to take that step back. You're going to be really feeling like, I got to do something about this. And with the Virgo energy that comes with this full moon, you might be really taking a step back and saying, what can I do to change my situation? What do I need to change? Do I need to be a little bit more visible? Do I need to go look for something new, something different? Whatever your situation is, right? Remember, you have the power to change. You have the power to move forward. You have the power to improve. You have the power to leave a situation or something that's really not going to reward you in the way that you deserve. So this can be a very empowering moon for you guys. And again, it can be where you're feeling like you've got to do something imminently. But you've got the power behind you to help you do that. Now, your 10th house also does have to do with your dominant parent as well. So you could be resolving issues there. Something may be shifting there in your family dynamic. But I do feel that some of you are getting recognized for something, whether you're getting recognized via a pat on the back and someone saying good job, whether someone's, giving you some sort of flashy announcement or something. Maybe you get rewarded via a promotion, that kind of thing. This can be a time for you where you can really turn your dreams into reality. And if it's not in your current situation, then I think you're willing to change. Wow, the third time in a row, I think, that we've got the solar light upgrade card. Weird. And this is your solar plexus chakra, your inner fire, your willpower. So, I mean, here you go, right? If there's something that you want, something you desire, right? This is your opportunity to shine. This is your opportunity to go for it, right? The solar light upgrade is giving you an energetic boost to follow your goals and dreams and to turn them into reality. Your solar plexus chakra is one of the chakras that you're going to want to work with, because this is your source of confidence, of power. But this is also where you really do feel that ambition, right? What lights your spark? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What's next for you? Because it's like you're gaining clarity and insights to make change, or to ride the wave that you're currently on. And your hard work and your ambition and your ability to drive and to succeed is really paying off right now in this energy. Whatever situation you find yourself in right now, upgrade. It's time for that upgrade. But you gotta put in the effort. And if you have already put in all the effort and you're just still moving forward, you're about to reap the rewards of your success, remember, give yourself a pat on the back, give thanks and give gratitude. But others of you, this is your call to action. So work with your solar plexus chakra. All right. You can call in some archangels. Call in Archangel Michael to help you give you a little bit of a confidence boost, to help you to find your power again, to find your inner strength, perhaps. But what lights your fire? What lights you up? What are you excited about? What are you passionate about? Or what do you really need to change? Where do you see yourself headed? Time to get there. We've got the 9 of Cups, because this is a time when you can make your wishes and your goals and your dreams come true. We like the 9 of Cups. This is where we're happy, we're content, we're feeling good, we're feeling wonderful, we feel like we've achieved something. And the 9 of Cups, yes, it is known as your wish fulfillment card, as your goals are attainable or within reach, or you've already got them. Wonderful, wonderful card. Beautiful energy right here. This is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter brings good luck, good fortune, brings wisdom and growth, brings expansion and abundance into your life as well. So you got a lot of helpful energy here for you. So again, if you're on the right track and you got things blossoming and you're right on the cusp of some success, celebrate all of your success and achievements. But if you're not where you want to be, keep your eye on the prize. Keep your dream alive. Keep your goals alive. And what practical steps do you need to take? What foot in front of one foot in front of the other will get you to where you want to get to. Be flexible and adaptable though, because sometimes alternate possibilities open up along the way. And if we are flexible, we are adaptable, we're willing to see the big picture or see the potential in things, this can actually bring us something a little bit better than what we were originally looking for. Whatever it is, 9 of Cups, be like the 9 of Cups guy, because you deserve it. All right. Lovely energy. And the 10th house tends to be quite sparkly in its energy, right? So it's your time to sparkle, your time to shine. So let's get another card out here. It's Moon Magic cards. We've got affirmations on these. There is your card. I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. Well, would you look at that? Isn't that wonderful? What rules the 9 of Cups there? Jupiter energy, wishes, goals, dreams, abundance, success, things that make you happy. That's your affirmation. Speak it out loud multiple times a day to the universe and be open to what the possibilities are. I'll leave that there for you. Good luck in this full moon. I thank you for watching. We're moving on now to Capricorn. Hello there, Capricorn. Welcome to your full moon in Virgo reading. This is happening in your 9th astrological house, so ruled by Jupiter and Sagittarian energy. So you might be looking at ways to find a little bit of freedom to follow your goals and your dreams. Do you need to free up time? Do you need to free up some energy, right? What do you need to let go of in order to propel yourself forward? Because the ninth house does bring an energy of expansion. This is where you've got some big ideas, right? You've got something in mind that you want. So you may be having something come to fruition at this full moon for you, or you could be getting some clarity and insight on to where you need to go next. What do I need to do next to put me more in alignment with the things I want to turn my ideas into reality? With the ninth house, some of you could be looking at doing a little bit of traveling. You could be meeting somebody from overseas, or perhaps you have a long distance relationship that's either getting off the ground or could potentially be getting stronger, right? Evolving. Remember, we do have Mars and Venus conjunct in Aquarius. The future, big picture, truths come to light, right? We could have some love and romance there. So if you have a long distance relationship, you could be getting closer, maybe, evolving in your relationship a little bit. Some of you might be meeting somebody. They might not live here. They might live in another city, or they might be somebody from a different culture, a different background. So this can be quite interesting for you in that energy there. But we do have, I feel here you are experiencing a big spiritual shift. The ninth house is a very spiritual house, a very religious house, about your higher mind, your belief systems, your philosophical viewpoints on the world as well. And this is quite often where our traditions, our upbringing, our background kind of meets our spiritual self. So some of you are shattering old belief systems. Some of you are trying to think, how can I blend the old with the new? Can organized religious beliefs coexist with spiritual beliefs and spiritual practices? The answer is yes, they can, provided you have an open mind, right? And open yourself to possibilities. But yes, I do feel some of you are breaking free from the old ways, and you are embracing some new ways of thinking, of being, and the things that you do believe in, right? Something is shifting here for you in a very big way. Venusian Galactic Council. Lovely. Star being guides, answer the call, and time to shine. See, there's something shifting there for you. You are evolving in a very interesting way. The Venusian energy is Venus, right? Venus energy. Beauty and love and romance and creation, new beginnings, things coming to fruition for you, the things that bring you happiness and joy. So you've got this power, this energy of Venus behind you, but you also have this Venusian energy. So you're very connected with your guides right now. They're bringing you messages. They're bringing you signs. They're showing you a different path. They're showing you the light. Answer their call. Pay attention to any kind of signs, symbols, synchronicities, repeating numbers, feathers, right? Look up at the stars. Sometimes just taking a step back and looking up at the stars, it kind of gets us connected and gets us in the flow of the universe. It's really quite interesting in its energy. So there's messages there. There's spirits knocking at your door. Follow your intuition. Trust what you're seeing and feeling and experiencing right now. Very powerful and profound time for you. And remember, in your ninth house, it does have to do with your spirituality, your belief systems, your higher mind, right? This is an expansive energy coming in here. And I feel like you're being very much guided down a path that maybe some of you hadn't previously considered, right? And it may feel weird. It may feel a little uncomfortable. You're used to being very practical, very down to earth, a lot of you, right? And so having your head a little bit in the clouds or trusting in things that you can't touch and feel may sometimes be a little bit challenging for you, but trust that they're there. Got a lot of support around you. And again, remember, we're in Pisces season as well, right? And we do have the Pisces influence with this full moon. This is your 12th house energy. Find some quiet time to meditate or just to contemplate or just to quiet your conscious mind that's usually in overdrive and just connect with your heart space a little bit, right? Because just feel that there's an inkling of something coming in here for you. It might be something big for some of you. It might be something small for some of you, but something that'll get you thinking. Something that'll maybe even blow your mind a little bit. But whatever your situation is, trust in your spirits, angels, guides, and connect with them. We have the 8 of coins here for you as well. So this is excellent for some of you here. Whatever you've been working on is paying off for you. The 8 of coins is a very productive card. And so, so again, something that you've been working towards, right, with the full moon, something is benefiting you in some way, right? The 8 of coins can be a card of creating something. It can also be one of learning something, because the 8 of coins is a card of apprenticeship, but it's where the student is about to become the teacher, or the student is about to gain wisdom. This is about where the employee is about to become the boss, right? And so we've got this elevating kind of energy that's coming in here for you. So you're right on the cusp of something, of understanding, of success, of leveling up, something that you've been working towards or you've been learning about is about to pay off for you. So get ready to take the next steps. All right. Pay attention to details as well. We already said pay attention, right? So pay attention to those little small details, especially the small details, because spirit works in interesting ways and spirit works in weird ways as well. So we don't all get a big neon sign in front of our face. We don't all get bombarded with signs or repeating numbers all day long. Sometimes it's a whisper. Sometimes it's a song on the radio or words that you read out of a book. Just something that makes you stop and go, that's interesting. So pay attention to those small moments, because those are quite often where you do find your profound insights. But whatever your situation is, 8 of coins, this is an energy of success. Your hard work, your dedication, your efforts are about to pay off somehow. So again, some of you could be opening doors of possibilities, or you could be getting rewarded for your efforts. This is also a reminder that whatever practical steps that you take to achieve your goals, to turn your vision, your dreams into reality, keep your eye on the prize. Don't be afraid of a little bit of hard work, which you're usually not, right? And keep on going, because you can turn something into a successful venture, whatever that happens to be for you. Moon magic message. And we actually got 2 for you. Gratefully, I surrender my struggle. Be open, be receptive, be in the flow. And there's your next card. Beauty raises my vibration. I seek it out for healing and joy. And what does the Venusian energy bring you? Beauty and love and fertility and new beginnings, creation and growth, expansion, all this wonderful energy. Find beauty in the smallest of things, but I'm feeling connecting with nature, looking up at the stars, looking up at the clouds, being outside, feeling the vast expanse of the universe, right? Because it's a form of meditation, and we just don't think of it that way, right? But it is. So connect with nature in some way. This can really help you and open you up. Anyway, I'll leave that there. I thank you for watching. Good luck in this full moon. We're moving on now to Aquarius. Hello there, Aquarius, and welcome to your full moon in Virgo reading. This is happening in your 8th astrological house. This, of course, is ruled by Pluto. So some of you could have something that comes to an end. Now, this may be something that you didn't expect, or something that's a little bit of a mystery, It's like, what happened there? And this is very interesting in this energy, and I'll give you a very practical example. I am Aquarius sun, okay? I have a neighbor across the hall, and all of a sudden the guy disappeared. I don't know where he went. And I didn't know him really well, but as I'm doing this reading, I think he moved out, but I never saw him or anything like that. It's really kind of odd. There's no one else living there, so it's weird. And so it's a little bit of a mystery. So I don't know if the guy went on vacation or if he actually moved out. I don't know. But it's like the weirdest thing ever. And I am determined to solve this damn mystery. So there could be something that's going on that is a little bit mysterious. And your inner private eye may be coming out of the woodwork there to figure out what the hell that is. So it might be fun, okay, but it might not be. So yeah, so we can have some mysterious things that do happen with the full moon in the 8th house, okay? And with the Virgo energy, something in your physical world, right? Something in your environment may be kind of a little bit strange. But the 8th house, ruling planet Pluto, endings, new beginnings, transformation, mystery. The 8th house can have to do with inheritances, with loans, shared finances as well. So there could be something that's changing in regards to your finances, but it's typically finances you share with another person or finances that involve other people. So some of you with the full moon energy and ending, you could be paying off a loan. Some of you could be ending a time where you're solely responsible for finances in your family unit or in your partnership, and now you're joining forces. And so this can be a big sigh of relief for you. You may get some money at this time, and it's likely through an inheritance, all right? Because yes, we endings and beginnings, but that's also births and deaths, all right? So just so you are aware of that. And again, there might be some surprises that come up with this. So a little bit of a mystery here, Aquarius, in a lot of this energy. But you could be having something, again, within your shared assets with someone that is changing in some way. Some of you are setting the stage for like taking out a loan, and it may be something because you're going to buy something with someone, like maybe a house or that kind of thing. And it may be that you might have some finances lined up, or you don't know where it's like, I want this thing, but I don't know yet where I'm going to get the money. So you may need to take some practical steps, Virgo energy, to make something happen for yourself there, right? So that you can maybe take out a loan. You may need someone to co-sign for you if that's the case for you. Sometimes we need to do that. But there's some changes going on here for you, Aquarius. You are not a stranger to this, right? Pluto in Aquarius is one thing. Full moon in Virgo with Aquarian energy and Pluto energy. And oh my goodness, it's just a mixed bag for all of you. So, but I do feel here that there is a sense of freedom. You are changing in wonderful ways and in big, profound ways. So I feel like slowly you are shedding things that have been holding you back. And there is a much brighter tomorrow out there. It's just like peeling away the layers of an onion one at a time. And this is another layer. But yes, I do feel that there's a little bit of a mystery going on, or there's something that you need to resolve. Wow, again, this card? Okay, we have solar light upgrade coming in here for you. This is, I think, the 4th time I've got this card out of this reading. Solar plexus chakra, inner fire, and willpower. Your solar plexus, of course, is right in the heart of you, right in the middle of you, by about your diaphragm, like just above your belly button kind of thing. This is the source of your confidence. This is your creative power center. This is where your ambition lies. You get your willpower from, and this is also where your gut instincts are as well. So this is about driving forward. You're getting an energetic boost here to create change, to move forward, to evolve, to rebel, and to free yourself. This is where you're getting a confidence boost here also, Aquarius, okay? And there's so much going on energetically in your sign right now. You might be feeling a little bit lost, right? So this is bringing you back to power, bringing you back to the center. So this is a beautiful energy. Now, the solar light energy right now is in Pisces, right? So we've got the moon in Virgo, but we've got the sun in Pisces. Pisces is a very spiritual energy, very creative, very emotional, very spiritual in its energy, very intuitive, right? All of this kind of stuff, and also very dream oriented. And you've got your 8th house here as well, which also is, by the way, very spiritual in its energy, right? So this is where I think there is a big spiritual evolution happening for you here as well. The sun is shining upon you. You're being activated. There's something in here that's driving you to create. Very creative energy coming in, very spiritual energy. Set your intentions. Some of you are really achieving something at this full moon, something that you've been working towards, and maybe something that you've been feeling stuck on for months, right? And maybe you've just been like, oh my goodness, why has the well run dry? Now the well is opening up and filling again. So this is unlimited resources. This is your ability to get past a block or a hurdle. If you've been feeling like you've been walking through quicksand, probably going to be feeling things speeding up a little bit. Make sure that you are aligning your energy with whatever it is you want. And this is where you can really harness the power to experience growth and open doors for yourself here. So it's exciting energy that's here for you. So work with your solar plexus chakra. Think about what are you passionate about? What are you creating at the moment? Just be open to experiences, right? But I also think you're getting some clarity. We've got the King of Swords, clarity and a sense of purpose. Well, there you go. Okay. The King of Swords is here for you to really help clear your mind, encouraging you to trust your wisdom, trust your abilities to make your decisions. The King of Swords always has clarity and a sense of purpose. What do you want? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What do you want to change? What do you need to cut out of your life? We use the swords to cut things out of our life, right? And to hopefully welcome in something to replace that, welcome in something new. This shows that you are thinking clearly and that you are getting some sort of communication here as well. So you could be talking to somebody very important. The King of Swords can be your energy, but it can also be someone that you are having a very important conversation with at this time, and it's a successful conversation. The King is in the upright, and the kings are successful, right? They master something. So it may be that you're mastering the art of communication, right? That's always a good thing to do. But this can also be a successful negotiation. This can be where if you need any kind of legal help or advice or support, this is a helpful person that you might be able to connect with that can help you in that regard, give you some really good advice. You might have a friend if you're looking to buy something, right? Because your 8th house has to do with loans, right? If you have a friend that's really good at negotiation, right? This might be someone that you bring along with you, right? But this can also be where you're just like feeling a little powerful and confident and strong, and you're like, I got this, I can do it, no problem. So you might be resolving some issues there in that regard, but very important conversation, and a lot of clarity is coming in here as well. The King of Swords can also represent a big yes, right? So say yes. Say yes to your dreams. Say yes to an opportunity, right? If you're going on a job interview or anything like that, not only do you have a confidence boost here, you also have, really great conversation about that, the successful interview. If you're going on a job interview, the King of Swords is where it's at, right? That's the energy that you want to harness. So powers of the mind, powers of communication, the ability to let things go and change your situation for the better. But you've got this knowing, right? Clear conviction. But again, there might be some mystery. There might be like some honesty or some truth that comes to light. Something may be revealed at this time. Very interesting. The 8th house is always a little bit mysterious, right? It's, you just don't always know exactly what you're going to get. All right. All you know is that there's something shifting, right? And especially with Pluto in your sign, it's like, toss a coin in the air, right? Because there's probably a whole bunch of things that it could be for you. There is your moon magic message. Let's see what your affirmation is. I assess matters carefully and discern wisely. Well, hello, King of Swords. All right. So there's your affirmation for you. So I'm going to leave that there. Good luck in this full moon, Aquarius. I would love to know what kind of, if there's a mystery in your world, I would love to know what that is. I am determined to solve mine. Am I being a nosy neighbor? Well, not really, because I talk to the guy all the time. He's like right across the hall. So anyways, and he's got a cute dog. I love his dog. Anyways, but all of a sudden just gone. Poof. Weird. Anyways, so I'm going to unravel my mystery, and I hope you can unravel yours. But I thank you for watching, and we're going to move on now to Pisces. Hello there, Pisces, and welcome to your full moon in Virgo reading. This is happening in your 7th astrological house. Now, 7th house has to do with relationships. And if you recall at the intro, I said there was a conjunction between Venus and Mars in the sign of Aquarius. So this can be very interesting. Now, a conjunction benefits you. It's a positive thing. And so some of you could be restoring balance and harmony in a relationship. Some of you could have some very romantic energy and romantic things going on. Some of you need to clear the air. You might be meeting new people potentially, or you are releasing some worries, fears, and doubts to clear your path to meet new people. Bring things back. Bring things back together. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. We'll take those. So some very interesting things going on with you. So relationships and partnerships, they might be romantic, might be friendships, might be business partnerships even, right? So it's your relationships with other people. So again, things may be coming together for you. But because we've got full moon energy, which brings emotions, which can bring some drama, this may be where if something isn't evolving, or if we can't resolve our differences or come to a compromise, come together, restore the status quo, then yes, there could be a release and there could be a letting go. But it's likely something that your intuition, right? You, Pisces, something that your intuition has already told you. You already know in your gut. You already know in your heart of hearts if there is a potential to turn something around, or if there's something that has run its natural course. Doesn't mean it's easier to deal with if something is breaking apart, but it is probably a part of a necessary evolution for you. So whatever your situation is, endings, new beginnings, healing, forgiveness, taking something to the next level, right? All of this energy in your 7th house is very relationship oriented. Now, this also has to do with contracts. So some of you could potentially be getting engaged. New moons can sometimes bring surprises, can also bring things to fruition for you. So you might be getting engaged. If you're planning a wedding, I feel like you want to you're looking to maybe plan the wedding of your dreams, Pisces energy, but you also want to be practical, like with your money and things, Virgo energy. So perhaps you're finding a compromise with somebody. How can I have like the wedding of my dreams while also, not breaking the bank or, throwing a whole bunch of money down the drain? So you might be getting really inventive, really creative on planning that event for yourself, right? Maybe you get married in the off season. Maybe you decide to elope, go away somewhere, right? Because you can have some really beautiful destination weddings that don't break your bank, and maybe just invite certain people. So that's that Virgo energy, that very practical, down to earth energy. So whatever it is for you, feel like you will figure things out in that energy. So, but yes, contracts, you could have business contracts. You could be signing contracts if things are coming to fruition for you. But yes, some of you may have the end of a contract coming in here. Business contract, marriage contract, that kind of thing. But it kind of sets you up for like a better tomorrow. So one door closes, another one may open, or this is giving you some freedom. But I do feel some spiritual growth here. So your relationship with yourself, and possibilities here of restoring balance and harmony in your world as well, so that you can have some little bit more space and time to spend on yourself, do the things that you love, or, spend a little bit more time in spiritual practice. Wow. We have soul star activation for you. You are the only one to get this card, and I'm really glad I didn't get the star energy or the sun energy again. I think I had that thing like 4 or 5 times. But you've got your soul star activation, fulfilling soul contracts and remembering who you are. Now, your soul star chakra. You know, we think of our normal chakras, right? You know, the rainbow colors that goes down our body, but we've got a lot of different chakras, and those, you know, ones that aren't necessarily talked about as much. Your soul star chakra is about 6 inches above your crown chakra. And this is actually really where we do harness all of the downloads, all the spiritual energy that the universe is sending our way. Very powerful message, very powerful energy. And of course, we are in your season. We're in Pisces season. And with the full moon, very spiritual in its essence. So you are, number one, potentially for some of you, you're recognizing what your soul contract is. Remember, 7th house contracts. So we could be completing a contract here. You could also be realizing what you're here for. Why am I here? What is my purpose? So engage in some meditation and find some quiet space. This would probably be really important for you. Pay attention to your dreams, right? That kind of thing. But this is maybe an energy of recognition in some way. There might be some memories that come to the surface, or spiritually, right? You are recognizing who you are. You might be very inclined to tap into the Akashic records right now, or to do some past life regression. Whatever it is, this is one hell of a spiritual awakening coming in here for you. Profound insights, clarity, easier to connect right now with the spiritual realms, with angels, spirits, guides, past loved ones, ancestors, all of that kind of stuff, right? Very, a lot easier for you right now. So the energy is a lot more free flowing. Do some soul star activation for yourself. There's many different ways to do it. You do a guided meditation. You can work with crystals. I like to work with selenite for that. Selenite, beautiful. Here's my selenite wand kind of thing. I got a lot of selenite that's around here, right? So it's not expensive, and it is neutral, right? So you can actually use it to cleanse other crystals and that kind of thing. So we can activate our soul star chakra with that as well. But research the soul star chakra, because there's something there for you. And this is where you're being encouraged to focus a little bit of your spiritual energy. You'd be amazed what happens. But it's very interesting because fulfilling a soul contract, and we do have the Devil card in the reverse. So the Devil card in reverse can represent that you are completing a karmic cycle. 5 of coins in reverse, right? Look at this stuff. Okay, we are cleansing, we are purging, we are letting things go, we are gaining our power back, we are releasing things that are just not going to be with us, carrying us forward, right? The Devil card in reverse is gaining your power back. This is making a effort and completing an effort to release things that are just not healthy for you. Relationships, yes. Patterns, habits, behaviors, belief systems, yes. Instead of a lack mentality, we're embracing an energy of abundance. Instead of focusing so much on our physical world, right, we are now finding a little bit of a better way of finding a little bit more balance to connect with our spiritual self as well. So this is cleansing, purging, healing. This is where things are getting back on track. You're letting go of anything that's just creating blocks and obstacles in your life. You're gaining your power. It's a very powerful time for you, a very transformative time. And of course, Pisces, we're in your season, right? So this is a time where you are looking into the future. And if you are discovering right now that your current situations, relationships, activities are not where you see your future as being, you're letting things go. So it takes a lot of strength to do that. It takes a lot of inner strength to do that. And it also takes a lot of recognition of the truth to do that as well. But you're doing it, and you've got the energetic support here for you as well. But the Devil card in reverse, yeah, release of karmic cycles, release of fulfillment of a soul contract of some kind. And this can be one where you had to go through a period of lack in order to see the possibilities of abundance in your life. This is where if you've been feeling like you haven't had any support or anything, this is where things are turning around and you're discovering a different way forward, or you're discovering that I can't do this alone and I shouldn't be so stubborn, and maybe I do need to ask for help and support. Whatever it is, things are turning around for you. So if you've been feeling down, you've been feeling lost, you've been feeling disconnected, you've been feeling powerless, we're turning that new leaf. We're turning things around. Now you are feeling abundant. You're making improvements. You're making progress. You're discovering new ways or different ways of doing things. You are willing to let things go, and you are ultimately getting your power back. So it's a really important time for you here, Pisces. You're cleansing and purging for a better tomorrow. You are seeing the unlimited possibilities that life has to offer you. And yes, you have successfully completed a cycle, something in your life, and now there is something a little bit different and a little bit more interesting in your future. Happy birthday, by the way, Pisces, for all of you who have a birthday anywhere around the full moon, but also Pisces season in general. Happy birthday. It's your astrological new year. There is your moon magic card. I know my shadow side and I work to willingly transform aspects of it. Boom. Double card. Your shadow side. Your shadow self. And what are you doing? Fixing, healing, releasing. Beautiful. Don't be afraid of doing the shadow work. We do talk about love and light and all of this wonderful stuff, but there's a balance in the universe. There's a balance in everything. You've got the good and the bad, right? You've got the challenges and you've got the solutions. Sorry about that. My camera cut off a little bit there, out of memory. Anyway, your final message here is right here, and we have, I gather more wisdom each day. Remember, even through challenges and obstacles and struggles, you are gaining insights, wisdom. We learn things and we recognize those lessons that we've got. I'll leave that there for you, Pisces. I hope there was something here for you. Good luck in this full moon, and I will see you guys later. Bye.